One of my favorite creations from last year were homemade donuts. Today we are making a triple chocolate version of these, which is going to be eggless and without yeast. Let's get started. I'm going to start by making the buttermilk. I have some milk here at room temperature, and into this I'm going to add some white vinegar. Give this a good mix and now let it sit on the counter for about 5 minutes. Now in a separate bowl, let's start working on the dry ingredients. I'm using some maida, along with cocoa powder, some superfine sugar, baking powder and baking soda. Into this, I am also going to grate in some nutmeg, which is optional but gives a great taste to the donuts. Now use a whisk to just give everything a good mix. All my dry ingredients are nicely combined. Now into this, I am going to pour in the buttermilk that we'd made earlier, along with some melted salted butter and some yogurt. Now all that is left to do is to use a spatula and to combine everything until the dough comes together. So my dough looks good. At this stage, if it feels slightly wet, that's absolutely fine. We are going to let it sit on the counter for about 45 minutes. Now while the dough is resting, let's get the work started on our chocolate glaze. I'm chopping up some dark chocolate. Let's transfer it into a glass bowl and melt it over a double boiler with a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil. This looks nice and smooth. I'm going to take it off the heat and let it cool completely. So my dough has rested properly, and now I'll divide my dough into two parts. Let's start rolling it out now. I am not going to roll it out too thin. It still needs to be about 1/4 of an inch in thickness. I am going to use this donut cutter to shape my donuts. In case you don't have this, you could simply use a large lid to cut it out, and then for the center part, the back of a piping tip would do the job. I've shaped all my donuts. I am pouring some vegetable oil in a kadhai now, and I'll bring it up to temperature. My oil has come to temperature. I'm going to carefully drop the donuts in and fry it for a couple of minutes on each side. My donuts look great. I am now going to dunk them in the chocolate glaze that we had made earlier. And now for the third layer of chocolate, I have some chocolate shavings here that I'm going to use to garnish my donuts. If you wish, you could use chocolate sprinkles or maybe even crumbs of some chocolate cookies on top. I absolutely love the fact that all of these donuts have chocolate going in 3 different ways with the cocoa powder, the chocolate glaze and the chocolate shavings. I hope you guys will try this very simple, very easy recipe at home, and when you create these donuts, don't forget to share pictures on Instagram by tagging me at Shivesh17. I'll see you guys with another recipe very soon. Until then, happy baking and take care.